okay, Zubemi.
Sandra, okay.
It's Choma Apota.
Chinya Wilfred.
Walter Kalada Anga.
I will encourage you to keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
Nollywood Picture.
TV.
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 Nollywood Picture.
TV.
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 Wow. I'm really very excited. And I would say it's an understatement. Because honestly, from my heart, I really do love you.
I love you too, my dear. Well, I brought you here to present you to my father, the king. Because very soon you're going to be my wife. Well, he has not been able to present me as the crown prince because I have not presented to him the woman I'm going to marry. So, when I eventually do that, and I bet you by next week, an occasion will be called where I'll be presented as the heir apparent to the throne. And when I eventually become the king after my father, you shall become the queen of Umuna Kingdom.
Wow. Yes. A queen? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I have never... God. I mean, this is so romantic. I have never in my life thought myself as a queen before,
My dear, you're far more than a queen.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know what actually attracted me to you the first time I saw you?
What?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes? Good morning. How may I help you?
Oh, my name is Collins, and I presume you work here?
Yes, I work here. Well, as you can see, it's work hour and I have to run.
Oh, just hold on, okay? I can tell you're busy, but sorry to bother you further. If you don't mind, I'd like you to do me a favor. Can I have your card? So I can call you later today. Yeah, this is mine.
This is mine. My name is Helen, Head of Credit, Joma Savings and Loan Nigerian PLC. Yes, one more thing. If you do call me, make it strictly business, okay?
Thank you. What a voice. What a physique. What a lady. Yeah. What attracted me to you was your physique.
Oh. I didn't tell me.
Oh, I'm serious.
I
You look every inch like my late mother.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes. Before my father got married to her, she was an air hostess working with the British Caledonian Airways. Everything about her defines nobility. But she died after my 18th birthday.
Oh God, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's just change this topic. I don't want to cry before your father comes here, okay?
So as I speak with you, I still see my mother. But I thank God you're here now, so that's what matters most. And I'm happy because very soon I am going to be your husband. And I'll be rest assured that I will be the happiest man on earth.
So, tell me about your sister.
Oh, her name is Barbara. Barbara is fine. She looks exactly like my father.
That is girl.
Yeah, she is. She lives in the UK and hardly comes to Africa. She is a perfect African woman though. And a workaholic too.
My kind of girl.
And guess what? My father is going to love you more because you are the one that looks like his late wife.
Stop it. You're good with words. Stop it.
My father. Onyeze.
Oh, yeah, babe. Thank you.
You can sit.
Do you ever realize that I am your father?
That is why I'm asking you to behave like a father to me. Father, you are keeping me in the dark. And I know that responsible fathers do not keep their sons in the dark.
I want to know the implied meaning of that statement of yours. Are you saying that I, Chief Atan Obiokoye, am irresponsible? Is that what you are saying?
I am sorry, Father, I have not said that. What I am saying is simple. Father, what is the problem? What has my mother done to you that you find so difficult to discuss and forget? Tell me.
Look, I am not going to warn you again. Let this be the last time you will ever come here to discuss your mother. I have told you your mother is a stranger to me and will never, ever be part of my life again.
I want you to understand something, Father. Helen and I have come of age. We want our parents together. You are single, and our mother is still single. If there is any reason both of you cannot come back together as a couple, you should tell me now. As long as you do not tell me, Father, I will hold it against you as wickedness. That is what it is.
You have called me irresponsible and I kept quiet. Now you call me wicked as well. Why are you so reckless with your choice of words?
Deep down in your heart, you know that what you are doing is wrong. Very wrong, Father.
My son, don't say it as if we are bombarding your fiancé with too many questions. I'm sure you are aware of the fact that nobility has a lot of ingredients. If I must accept her as the future queen of this kingdom and your wife, then I must know her inside out.
Father, who am I to complain? She's already standing before you and doing justice to your questions.
I have no problem with your town of origin. My son can marry from anywhere. He knows that he has no restrictions, and that is why he brought you home in the first place. My only problem with you is that your parents are not living together. May I know what led to their separation?
Well, Onyeeze, my parents are not divorced. They relate together as a family. It's just that we don't live under the same roof. I live with my father and my brother lives with my mother, but we still relate together as one family.
The throne wants to know the reason they are living separately.
This happened while my brother and I were still very young. The reason is shrouded in utmost secrecy.
So, you confirm that there is a crack in the relationship between your parents, but you don't know the genesis of this crack.
Yes, I confirm there's a crack and I don't know the genesis of the crack.
This woman cannot be the queen of this kingdom, so cannot be your wife.
Father. No, Father. Father, why are you doing this to me? Why? Take a close look at her and you will see your late wife. My mother. The woman that loved you so much to the point of death. Father, why? Father, my soul is already knitted with hers. And I have the feeling that I will be the happiest man on earth with she as my wife. Father, but I don't understand why you relying on the relationship between our parents to deny me the peace that I have found, Father. Why?
I don't know what he may have promised you, but I am talking to you as the king. You cannot end up being his wife, so you cannot be queen here. This is the verdict of the king, and it is sacrosanct.
Father, why? Why would he take such a harsh decision? Why? Why would the king walk out on me and my queen? Why?
She's not your queen.
And I'm telling you right now that she's my queen. And I'm going to get married to her. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing that you people can do about that.
It can happen in another land. But here in Omuna Kingdom, it cannot happen. A lady from a broken marriage can never be the queen. It's not done anywhere. As you can see, the king has already declared his verdict. And his verdict remains irrevocable. One thing I have to tell you, I recognize the office of the king as the highest office in the land. And where the king stands, there I remain.
Helen! Helen! Just listen to me and listen attentively. Ichokeke, if I lose this girl, I promise you, I will turn this kingdom into dust. Helen! Hey, Helen! Helen!
Please, you have to let me go.
Helen. Listen to me. See, Why are you doing this to me?
Listen.
Helen, come on. See, I brought you here because I want you to see my father. Okay? You have a future here right now and you belong here. Don't you get it?
I don't belong here. I just really have to go, right? I don't belong here. I'm not a child, all right? I know what happened in there. I know. I can't. I have to go.
Helen, okay,
God.
please listen to me, please. Now, why don't you give me a few minutes? Let me discuss with my father. He knows this is my life. This is all about me. See, listen, my father cannot dictate to me.
You know what? You know my office. You can always come there, right?
Oh, we're saying the same thing. Come on. Helen. Okay, you just calm down, okay? And listen to me. You can't live without me. I brought you here because I wanted to introduce you to my father. And I did. We were living together. Come on.
You know what? I'm fine. I know my way out of here. You don't have to worry. I have to go, okay? I really...
But you just can't go. I brought you here to discuss with my father, okay? Helen!
Why are you standing there looking at me as if all hell has broken loose?
And that is exactly what it is, Father. All hell has broken loose. You dismiss that girl because you know nothing. Absolutely nothing about her. And I'm here to tell you that no matter what, she is a woman I'm going to marry. Come rain, come shine!
Will you come back here? Are you going to ever denounce your royal inheritance because of a woman from a broken home?
Father, why are you making case out of nothing? Why? That our parents decided not to stay together anymore is no fault of ours. She's an adult that has defined a noble career for herself. Father, we should be civilized enough to judge people based on their individual actions and not what their parents and their forebears did.
My son, the throne of Omona Kingdom, which by birth is your right, is bigger than all the women on earth put together. Let that throne be your obsession. If you forget all things, do not ever forget that the woman that will eventually end up as your wife and the subsequent queen of this kingdom must come from a decent home. She must also be a role model. That the women of this kingdom will have no reason to undermine her status or even question the sacredness of her upbringing. Your Excellency, sir, I'm always at your service.
I am not comfortable with this look on your face. What is the matter with you?
You and your husband are daring us. And I can tell you immediately that my patient is on the verge of busting out.
Oh. I don't understand what you mean by that.
Your husband, who is my father, lives in this town. You, my mother, live in the same town. He is single and you are single. I mean, why are you cursing us? No, why are you laying this curse on us? Why are you punishing us with your lifestyle?
Wait a minute. I don't understand what you mean by punishing you with our lifestyle. What lifestyle are you talking about? And are you referring to your father?
I am referring to the both of you. Huh? I am referring to the both of you. What is the reason of your separation that is so difficult for you to talk about? What?
Listen to me. Listen, I have told you before, and I am saying it again. I don't want to discuss anything about Chief Athan Obiokole. He remains the worst mistake I ever made in my life as a woman. And every day that breaks, I regret ever getting married to him.
You know where I'm coming from?
How would I know?
I am coming from the palace of Umunna Kingdom. The prince, the heir apparent to the throne, saw me, fell in love with me, proposed to me, and things were going so well. And he brought me to present me to the king as his wife-to-be. And you know what happened? Your lifestyle ruined everything for me.
I don't understand. What have we done?
The king looked me in the eye and told me that I will never be his son's wife-to-be because I am from a broken home.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, my dear. Believe me, my girl, I am sorry. But you have to blame your father.
I don't want to blame anybody, okay? I want you to pick up your phone and call him for reconciliation.
Over my dead body. Hi, Selena will never lift up my phone to call Chief Athan Obiokoli. He is the architect of this whole problem. And I have already made up my mind that I will remain a single woman for the remaining days of my life.
Mommy, listen. Mommy, listen, okay? I know that you love him. And I also know that he loves you too. I know that you've been monitoring his movement to know if he's sleeping with other women. Why not just pick up your phone and end this foolishness?
Listen to me, Helen. This whole thing you call foolishness has lasted for over 20 years. And you stand here thinking that one single call will end it all. No! It's impossible.
You can just try. I mean, there is still time for this, okay?
Listen to me, my dear. I'm sorry. It will never start with me because I was never the one that initiated this problem. And your father has remained someone that can never make peace. And me, I am not willing to undermine my pride by begging the man that refuses to see beyond his nose. You know what? This place is yours. You can stay for as long as you want and leave anytime you want.
Both of you are just the same.
No. Oh, no. My name is Selena. I am just a humble woman from a humble background. Your father capitalized on the timidity of my humble heart and inflicted deep wound in my spirit. I leave God Almighty to judge him.
This has been my problem. My father and my mother are separated, and none of them is willing to hear about reconciliation. They are still in love with one another, but none is willing to start the process. Getting them to explain the exact reason for the breakup is something we have not succeeded in getting them to do. Oh my God.
To a good life. Hey. Hey, sweetheart, look at me. What's wrong? Come on, tell me, what's wrong? Oh, Jesus, not again. Look, we've been through this before. Okay, fine. I accept there are many women out there. But I'm not seeing them. I don't see them because you are the one I love. You are the one I want to be with. And that is why I have proposed to you. Why don't you want to accept me?
Honey, don't talk like that. You break my heart when you talk like that. You know that I love you. I love you so very much.
Okay, so if you love me, what's stopping you? Why don't you just say yes? accept my proposal, I'll talk to your parents, I'll go see them, and we kick it off from there.
I can't say yes. It's not that simple. I cannot say yes when I know it's impossible. It won't work.
It won't work. What do you mean it won't work? We've not even started. How would you know it won't work? Home, but I don't want you to go.
Oh, honey, but you know I have to go. But this was a nice outing, you know. Kind I won't forget in a hurry.
You know, I'm thinking beyond this point.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a life with you.
Honey, I feel the same way too. I must admit, I'm elated.
Should I tell you the truth? I feel like, I don't know, I see you like my mother. My mother. I love you.
You are unique. I love you awesomely. Come here. Okay, I have to go.
All right.
All right.
You be good for me.
I will. You too.
Then he's bringing man home. They're having kissing him.
It has come to my notice that you have been fooling around with the son of Chief Atan Obiokoye. I don't know what you have with him, but whatever it is must stop immediately.
I'm sorry, Mother. Do you know him? And why would you want me to stop?
I'm not one of those terrible women that pile undue pressures on their daughters to get married, as if they are suddenly tired of their daughters. As you can see, my dear, I'm not tired of you, okay? And I'm not forcing you to get a suitor urgently. But if you are so desirous of getting married, then you must look for a man that came from a family where the moral content are intact.
Mother, you're confusing me here. Do you know Anthony?
I'm not confusing you, my dear. I just have a few questions for you. Do you know where he lives?
Yes, he stays with his mother.
Good. And do you know where his father lives?
Well, I do know his father stays somewhere in town, but he hasn't taken me to meet him.
And have you ever asked him why his parents were separated?
Mother, why would you want me to ask him that?
See, my daughter, I know this family inside out. That young man's mother's name is Madam Selena.
Okay.
And she was unable to explain to the members of CWO of St. Andrew the reason she left her husband. And she was asked to withdraw from the meeting. The other women that were sanctioned along with her all reconciled with their husbands, except Madam Selena. She doesn't attend our meetings anymore. And if she dies, the members of CWO will not bury her.
Mommy, I'm sorry, but
Why are you telling me all this? It's not like I have anything to do with Madame Selena.
But you have something to do with his son. And this stupid relationship we're having with him will soon develop into a point where he will ask you to be his bride. And let me tell you something. I will not allow my daughter to ever get married to a man whose mother was sanctioned by the CWO.
You're starting to get me all worked up. Can you talk to me, please? What do you mean it won't work? Tell me.
Well, my mother, she knows your family very well.
Okay. So? Oh, Jesus, are you kidding me? Is that the reason you're saying we won't get married? Huh? Look, everybody knows my family. My father is practically a millionaire in this town. Hang on, I am not done. My father is so rich. I'm not trying to brag, right? My father is so rich. My father is a millionaire. I'm sure everybody sitting down here, even the waiters, everybody knows my father. So, is that the reason?
Honey, it's not about your family and all the affluence. It's your mother. The members of the CWO of St. Andrews asked your mother to reconcile with her husband or stop coming to their meetings. But she chose to stop coming.
And who has been telling you all this?
My mom. She made it clear to me from the onset that I cannot be your bride.
Your mother said that? Serious than I thought. Wait, hang on. Are you trying to tell me that your mother has judged me based on the problems my parents are having? Is that it?
I'm sorry, Anthony, but you know I can't do anything without my mother. You know that. Just...
Oh. Chief Ethan Obiokwe, Madam Selena, why are you doing this to me? Why?
Just try and reconcile both of them. I believe a reconciliation will break the whole CWO saga. Can you do that? I believe you can. Please.
Something is bothering my daughter, and I want to hear it.
Father.
Yeah?
How will you cope when I get married?
I have a feeling that somebody is eyeing my daughter. Who is he?
Father, I'm asking you again, how will you cope when I get married?
Well, if any man comes to take you away, I will happily give my blessings, and I know that somehow I will manage.
Daddy, how will you manage as a single man when you have a wife? I mean, what is wrong with the both of you? Can't
can't you all come together and just solve this problem once and for all?
Well, your mother and I are two different entities now. We used to be one, but that was then, not anymore. I will be happy if we change this topic.
You know what? I am sorry to say this, but both of you are behaving like children. Yes, you are behaving like children. All you think about is your ego and it's unacceptable.
What has come over you? How can you talk to your father with such reckless choice of words?
The prince of Umunna kingdom took me to the palace today. And the mission was very simple. He wanted to present me to the king as his future wife. If he marries me, I become the queen of that kingdom. You know what? That will never happen. Because the king found out that my parents are separated. And he looked me in the eyes and said that I will never be his son's wife to be. This is the price I have to pay. This is what I have to go through because I have parents that are not concerned about the future of their children. Good night, Father.
Come back here. I want you to understand that your father is not as inconsiderate as you think. I am not a selfish man who thinks nothing about other people's feelings and interests. Your mother caused the problem that brought about our breakup. And I want you to realize that I am always planning for your future. Don't play into the hands of my detractors.
I don't even know these distractors you're talking about, okay? I don't care. Father, I want to ask you one question, okay? What is so difficult for you to forgive and forget? What has my mother done that is so difficult for you to forgive and forget?
Do you know that this particular question you asked me now was exactly the same question your brother asked me earlier today? Have you been discussing me with your brother?
Dad, would you rather dwell on frivolities than answer the question?
I want you to know that I'm your father and I always want the best for you.
Good night.
Selena was like a saint when I met her. But things changed drastically and now we have to face the dilemma of telling our children what we agreed to hide forever. What am I going to do?
Can you tell me exactly what your problem is? You're not taking your deal. Why have you suddenly turned to a drunk that drinks every other night? What's your problem?
Both of you have decided to hide it from us. You don't care about the fate of your children. You don't. I leave posterity to judge you.
You're laying curses on your mother?
Curses?
Yes.
Do you know the gravity of the curse you have laid on Helen and I? Do you? I'm asking you, mother, do you? I've resigned to fate. And like I said, I leave posterity to judge you. But know this. Both of you have not helped us with your lifestyles. No.
Your husband, who is my father, lives in this town. You, my mother, live in the same town. He is single and you are single. I mean, why are you cursing us? No, why are you laying this curse on us? Why are you punishing us with your lifestyle?
Your sister was here earlier in the day.
I know. She told me. She tells me everything. I've said this before, and I'm still saying it again, Mother. If she ends up taking her own life because of these problems, her blood will run after you for the rest of your life.
The problem at hand is not what I can handle, even if I wanted to. Your father it was that brought us to this point. And if there's anybody to bring us out of it, it surely must be him.
Can you be my mother for once?
I don't know what you mean by that. I've always been your mother.
I will tell you. Tell me what transpired between you and my father. Mother, I know that both of you were in love, and I don't know, it just beats me. I'm just thinking, what could make two people who were so much in love suddenly decide it's best for them to go their separate ways?
Too many questions.
I know, Mother. Too many questions, and I want answers to all of them. Look, oh Jesus, I don't even know what to say. Look at me, Mother. Every night I just sit down here drinking. Mother, this thing is affecting us as children. And I want us to deal with it right now.
Too many questions and yet no answers.
Mother, look, Mother, if we dig deep, we'll find the answers to all these problems. Oh, Mother, I've seen your pictures with Dad when the going was good, when everything was okay. Oh, you were so much in love, both of you. You guys were knitted as one. Oh, please, talk to me, Mother. You can talk to me. I'm your son. What caused this separation? Please.
When I was growing up as a school girl, I had many plans for myself.
Oh, the same thing with me. You see, young brains are always packed with plans and ideas of what they are going to be living in the future. Okay? So if I may ask you a question, do you mind telling me your plans when you were in school?
No, you're the man. You have to tell me yours first.
No. It is actually ladies first before men. So, tell me your plans.
Okay. I always know I'll be a mother.
Good.
An excellent mother for my kids.
Good.
A dedicated wife to my husband.
Wow.
And a pillar for my family.
Beautiful.
But it was difficult for me to settle for the exact kind of man I want. I know I want a man who will always be there for me and my family. You have proved to be more than what I want.
Good.
And every other day that passes by, I thank God for bringing you my way. And one thing I know for sure is that I will never let you down.
And I promise I will never let you down too.
Thank you.
I don't know exactly what you remembered, but I feel you may have remembered some of the good times, the wonderful times you shared with my father. And that is why you were crying. Why not end the madness? Reconcile with the man you once loved.
You and your sister will never understand. I prefer to leave things the way they are. Your father, it was that ruined what we shared. I don't want to continue with this discussion.
Please don't go, please. Whatever they are hiding, something dreadful and appalling. It is possible it will destroy the family when discussed. But they ought to have known that I have grown into a man. They should know that I can be trusted.
I loved Athan with all my heart, and he knew I was totally committed to our relationship. I have never denied him anything. He suddenly forgot all that we shared and called me names. Now that our children are demanding to know what actually happened, would Athan have the boldness to tell them what actually happened?
Oh, Jesus. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with my parents? What?
I don't know what he may have promised you, but I am talking to you as the king. You cannot end up being his wife, so you cannot be queen here. This is the verdict of the king, and it is sacrosanct.
Why is she punishing me like this? Why is she not taking my calls?
Hello.
Helen, why are you not taking my calls? I am sorry about what happened. You should know that I love you, and that's what matters most.
Collins, I'm very sorry, okay? I really don't want to go through all this. I know you love me and I love you so much, but the truth is you are a prince. I listened to everything your father said, and I know where the problem is.
Oh, come on, honey. There is no problem here. See, this whole thing has to do with me, okay? I need you to stick to me. I promise you I'm going to solve this.
Listen. Collins, okay? I don't want you to disobey your father because of me, okay? I am not worth it.
No, you're worth more than that, baby. So my mother used to tell me something, that nothing good comes easy. Helen, love, this marriage is certainly going to work, and I need you to make it work.
Listen, Collins, okay? I'm so sorry, but I have to do this right now, and you have to forgive me. I have to drop this call.
Hello.
As you can see, you?
I'm fine. Just work, yes.
Always hardworking.
Yes.
And that is the reason why I love you so much.
Thank you.
So, honey, are you ready?
Oh, lunch?
Of course, lunch.
Oh my God. Sorry. I can't do lunch. I have a lot of work. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No, baby, come on, don't say that, okay? I know we have a date.
I know that we have a date, but I have a lot of work to do. Look at, I'm the head of credits in this company, and I have to confirm all those documents before I leave. It's a lot of work. Okay, look at all those documents.
Oh, sweetheart, I left all I was doing because I already had it in mind that we have a date.
I know.
So can't this wait?
Listen, sweetie. Very soon we'll be one big happy family.
Oh, yeah?
We have a lot of lunches ahead of us, okay? But right now I have to work. I'm sorry, okay?
Ever before I met Helen, I had met several other women. But there's something in Helen that others don't have. It is unfortunate that my father refused to understand the consuming power of love. I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is not doing me any good. All my dreams are gone. My hope and future are shattered. Please tell me what.
Yes. Listen to me, Jeremy. You see, before the federal government revoked that contract, I had already run a deficit of 600 million naira of my own money. I did not complain to anybody because I knew we committed blunder by not following the due process. Now that the contract had been re-awarded to you, and you have to continue from where I stopped, is it not only natural that you pay me back what I spent?
Chief Okoye, listen, what you're asking is impossible.
So you actually want to damn me, eh? Do you want me to grind your company to a halt? Look, I don't want to join issues with you, but if you decide not to be a gentleman in this matter, I will have no choice than to prove to you that I know everybody that ought to be known in this country.
Chief Okoye, do you realize I was the one that called you?
Then I expect you to be reasonable in your offer. You called me because you know that I'm not afraid of challenging anything in court. You know that I was going to challenge your company, and you know that you are going to lose. The only way to hold me down is to pay me what I spent.
Chief Okoye, the management have approved the sum of 300 million. But with the veto power I have as the president of the company, I have added 100 million, making it 400 million. And that is all we can pay.
Well, what I can read from your submission is that you are ready to do business. And I am going to communicate to you as a businessman. You will pay me 500 million naira for the efforts I made on the site. Then you can continue without any interference from me.
Chief Okoye, the approval of the company came from the studying of the submission of surveyors we hired to quantify the job which you did. I don't even, as I'm speaking with you right now, I don't even know how to present to the company or tell them what I did. But I did it because of our relationship. So please.
Now listen to me, Jeremy. Just give me 2 days to think about this. I will surely call you back.
2 days.
Okay. All right. This is business in its pure form. You know, I spent roughly 250 million naira on that site. And now they are offering me 400 million naira, and I know they are going to come up still.
Sad.
Huh?
Very sad. Very sad that you think money is everything. Only thing that matters to you is money.
You don't understand what you mean.
Well, you will not understand. Anyway, your daughter called me last night.
Helen called you? What did she tell you?
Are you trying to tell me that you do not understand why Helen called me? Are you claiming ignorance of what she's going through? If that's the case, I will simply conclude that you're a liar.
Excuse me. Hello, Your Excellency, sir.
Good morning, Mama.
Wait! Are you not going to have your breakfast?
I'm not hungry. I'll get something to eat when I get to work.
Wait! If you don't start in time to drop this your new life of drunkenness, I'll be left with no other option than to write to your alma mater and tell them that you are now a drunk.
Oh, really? And how is that my business? Huh? Do I drink with their money? Or do they put food on my table?
You are where you are today because of the certificate they gave to you. And you owe it to them to live up to the high moral values they imbibed in you. Don't get me busy, because if you do, you'll not like what you get.
Wait. Hold on, Madam Selena. Hang on.
What did you just call me? Did you call me Madam Selena?
Hang on. Are you actually talking about moral values? Because as far as I'm concerned, you have no qualification whatsoever to talk about moral values. None.
My goodness. What are you trying to say? That I am morally bankrupt? My God. Is this what drunkenness has made of you? You are now raining abuses on your mother?
Well, I'm not even done yet. Mother. You are no longer an active member of CWO in St. Andrew's Parish. Can you tell me why?
My goodness. Who have you been listening to?
Let me tell you this. It is never too late to start something noble. Stop living under the illusion that all is well because of the millions you have at your disposal. The way you are seen by people, by outsiders, the world, it matters a lot. The reason they asked you to leave the CWO, it borders on morals. And I can tell you this. Mother. Madam Selena. It is never too late to retrace your steps. Never too late. I'm off to work.
What about the love? What about the promises? What about trust? What about the love? What about the promises?
I sincerely
What about the love? What about the promises?
Is anything the matter?
Mrs. Aura?
Yes?
I brought you here because I wanted us to talk one-on-one.
Then let's go inside. We surely cannot talk here.
No, my dear. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Mrs. Aura,
Yes.
you are a member of the ESCO of our organization.
Yeah.
You are also a member of the decision-making team that expelled me from our organization.
I'm not comfortable with
I want to ask you just one question. Mrs. Aura, what is your business with the private life of members of this organization?
I'm not comfortable with your tone. And you're sounding as if you are not ready to reconcile with your husband.
The problem I have with you women is that you are not objective in your reasoning at all. Why are you people concerned about reconciliation when you have not asked what led to the separation?
Are you not the one we asked to explain why you left your husband? And you refused to talk. See, divorce or separation may be tradition to other people, but the church is against it. We, the mothers, are committed to the total protection of the doctrine. So try and reconcile with your husband so that other women will not see anything to gossip about.
Let me ask you, do you think I am bothered about your gossips? Huh? You know why I called you out? Because I know you can always talk to them. I want you to go back and talk to those women. Tell them that I said that they should mind their damn businesses. I will not have anybody poke into my family. I will not.
Do you think of your children at all, Madam Selena?
What do you mean by that?
All the actions we take
as parents have replication effects on our children. Don't do it for your husband. Don't do it for yourself. Just do it for your children. There are some women out there swallowing shit from their husbands just because of their children. Children are the greatest gift that you can receive from God. Try and reconcile with your husband. Any decision you take in this life, try and remember your children. Madam Selina, this is my advice to you. I'm going in.
Is this the cross I have to bear as a woman? Everybody's asking me to solve the problem that Athan Obiokoye created. Chief Athan Obiokoye, had it been I knew that you were this heartless, I would not have married you in the first place.
Dad, what are you doing here and what do you want from me?
Sir Brown just left my house now. What did you tell him?
I told him something I wanted you to hear. Sir Brown is the only sincere friend you have. He's very thorough and honest. So I wanted him to tell you everything that I told him to.
I can't believe this. So you are confirming to me that you called my friend to discuss my family. What has come over you?
I am very sorry, Dad, but this madness has to stop.
What do you call madness? If you call this madness, what would you call what your mother did to me?
Exactly what I asked him to ask you. I mean, what has she done that is so difficult for you to forgive, forget, and talk about? What?
I want you to listen to me, Helen. I have called Camaritos authors. They are going to be here anytime before noon.
Dad, I have no business with that auto company. So, what are they coming for?
They are coming with your new car. They are going to exchange your old car for the new one. I have paid for everything. I want you to be happy.
Dad, what am I using a new car for? I do not need a new car, okay? All I need from you is to reconcile with your wife. That's all I ask for.
Are you telling me to my face that you have rejected a car I bought for you in love?
I'm sorry, Father. All those years, I wanted my happiness back. I wanted to be fulfilled as a woman. All I want from you right now is to call your wife and ask her to go to lunch with you. That's all I want.
Over my dead body. Look, I came here first of all to ask you to stop discussing our family with outsiders. And secondly, that you are still my daughter and I will always love you. Have a good day.
What is so difficult? This madness has to stop. It has to.
Please, to the best of my knowledge, this is the first time you're entering my compound. And why are you not willing to come inside? And you're looking at me as if I have done something wrong?
What did you tell my son?
Excuse me? I don't understand what you mean by that. Did your son tell you that I told him anything?
One thing I cannot take from you is to look down on me. You connive with other women to expel me from CWO. I said nothing. I decided to pick the bits and pieces of my broken life. I stayed away from your organization. Now you have gone ahead to feed my son with lies. Now listen to me. If you don't stay away from me, you will regret the day you were born.
It is possible that your son may have confronted you. Based on what you know about me, then now you concluded that I am the one that opened up to him. No!
I am not. You're not denying that you are not the one. What do you take me for? $1 that you can take for granted?
Go back to your son. Press him harder to tell you whom he discussed with. If there is anything he knows, I am not the one that told him that.
Are you sure of what you're saying?
Yes. Mrs. Ora, that you know, I'm not a busybody. I have never held any meeting with your son. And he never called me on phone before. If there is anybody that told him anything, go and trace the person. I am not the one.
Has not been talking to him, then who has he been listening to? Eh? Who is the woman that told my son that I was expelled by CWO? What's her business? And what does she want from my family? Eh?
Chief Okoye, I'm sorry to call you back, Chief. I know you asked me to give you 2 days. But I want you to understand that we are having pressure from Ministry of Housing. We have to start something immediately.
Well, I am not against you starting anything. You made me an offer and I made you a counter offer. So it's up to you to decide.
I quite agree with you, Chief. But the amount you're asking me to pay is not feasible. We all are into this government contract and you know how it works. We cannot just pay the amount you're asking for.
How much did I call?
500 million naira. That's on the high side.
Jeremy, I want you to understand that I spent almost 600 million. Now I am asking you to pay me 500 million. You will agree with me that I'm running at a loss of almost 100 million. What else do you want me to do for you?
Chief, listen, let it not sound as if I'm being difficult. I will pay the sum of 450 million.
Okay, on that note of your accepting to pay 450 million, I can say we have a deal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're always welcome. Prepare your draft. Get your lawyers to prepare the agreement and the memoranda. My lawyers will need to see what you prepared before we settle down to sign.
The instruction will be given immediately after this phone call. Please, Chief Okoye, tell your lawyers to step down from all their legal actions against my company. Tell them we have a meeting point.
Oh, leave that to me.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Father, you see, this business was concluded in your office and in your presence. It means that you are indirectly part of this business. You see, the moment this amount hits my account, I will buy you a car.
With all due respect, Chief Okoye, I have not called you in here to discuss about your millions. I called you to discuss about your family.
Okay. What about my family?
Pope John Paul II referred to the family as a micro-church.
Okay.
The family has head, body, and members. I am not impressed the way you abandoned your family for the things of the world.
Father, you are talking as if someone from my family has discussed something with you.
Your daughter, she was here yesterday in tears. She narrated what happened to her in Omona Kingdom where she went to be introduced to the king. I want to know what you are going to do about our problem.
Thank you for being bothered about my family. But let me tell you right away that the problem in my family is not different from problems in other people's families. I am going to solve the problem.
Chief Obiokoye, I am interested in knowing exactly what you want to do.
Father, I want you to trust me. I know exactly what to do.
What about the love? What about the promises? What about trust? What about the love? What about the promises? What about trust? This very establishment is for better, for worse. And how come your partner is now a stranger to you? Are you happy with the crack in this relationship? You better think twice and do the right thing. This very establishment is for better, for worse. And how come your partner is now a stranger to you? Are you happy with this crack in this relationship? You better think twice and do the right thing. Are you happy with this crack in this relationship? You better think twice and do the right thing. Can't we make this for better now, man? To no man fall back in place. Promises were made to love and never leave each other, to stay and stand by each other anytime, any day. Promises were made.